Okay. Hi. My name is Evelyn Lareau. Evie is short for Evelyn, but I generally go by Evie. My preferred pronouns are she, her. I'm originally from Crystal Lake, Illinois, and it was small, now it's quite large. It's about 60 miles northwest of the Chicagoland area, a suburb that I grew up in. I left when I was 18, and I've lived quite kind of a very transient life since then, moving around a lot in the States and internationally. I've been teaching for over 15 years, and when I first started working in education, I really was building art-based programs in non-traditional learning spaces. And some of these spaces were after-school programming and residential treatment centers, alternative schools, juvies, and then eventually into corrections. I'm extremely passionate about writing curriculum and building programs, particularly in spaces that are not necessarily known or thought to be used for learning spaces, but then also arts-based curriculum. So that's kind of a very exciting thing that I kind of feel on the edge in it, and kind of getting into like being like the education ninja, going in and being like, this place can be for, a learning space, because everyone deserves the right to education, but then also I'm a firm believer that they deserve the right to appropriate instruction as well. So from 2012 to 2017, I was building all of the arts programming in the LA County jails, and LA County is the largest jail system in the country. Purportedly, at least when I was there, 27,000 inmates were going in and out every day. And when I was not building the arts curriculum and traveling to those jails, I was partnering with some other organizations affiliated with it. And one of them was called the Healing Squad. And I was doing art therapy workshops throughout prisons in California, particularly working with a group of lifers called the Gold Coats, who would be assisting and mentoring other inmates that often had disabilities or were a part of the aging population, and in some cases in hospice in the prisons. In 2017, I then left the US and I moved to southern China. And I was building arts programming through a network of schools that were expanding and opening in China. They also have charter schools in the US and independent schools on the upper north, west, and east coasts of the US. So I was writing the visual arts curriculum pre-K through 12 and managing all of our art teachers in our international schools and our independent schools in the US. And then I moved back to the States in June, this past June, and started my Ph.D., which is a focus of critical pedagogies and kind of having an overall emphasis of arts-based strategies. One of my major goals for my doctoral studies and being in this particular certificate program is to publish all of my curriculum, and I want to it be cohesive as a culturally sustaining arts integrated curriculum. And I wanted to kind of be like a one-stop shop book. So it takes you through the whole year of each grade in all of the different subjects, and it being arts integrated within that. And another interesting component that I'd like to put into these books that are very accessible for the parent and the child or the learner is that it has this sense of translanguaging. So it's not just, edited, or there are some components of Spanish, but mostly English, or that you have to know one language in order to know the other. I want them to all flow together. I also believe that art is a language, and so it's almost like a trifecta of the interflow of all of them together. And you have to access all of these languages in order to get a better understanding. So that's something that I'm really working towards and understanding and developing with my doctoral studies. And I really think that this certificate program will be a huge education and kind of bring awareness to it. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Now, when I was reading through the Canvas page and the syllabus, I have two questions. And the first one is, how can creativity assist and heal critical knowing? And the second one relates to what I want to do with my goal. And so it's, what are some ways or strategies I can use to address oppression, intersectionality, and inclusivity when developing culturally sustaining arts integrated curriculum? So that's a little bit about me. I'm excited to get to know you as well. Have a great day. Bye.
Another big riot. You blow